Hey guys, it is Canada Day, and it's another hot one out today. We've got a decent amount of clouds though, so that's kind of good. And I could kind of feel the Venus flytrap getting a little bit dry, so I did give it a bit of water. And yeah, still waiting on some rain to collect some rainwater, but oh well. Anyways, for Canada Day, I've got some errands, some chores to do. I'm riding over to Jackson's, water his plants, which it's too hot to be doing Uber. I mean, it's not really too hot. I could be doing it if I really wanted to, but I guess I don't want to in this heat. So it's a good day to go water some plants. And yeah, on Church Street here, walking through the pedestrianized zone. That's kind of nice. And guy biking through. One of the 5 security guards in this area came over to tell him not to bike through. There are signs posted around. They're pretty tiny though, so I could see why you'd want to bike through. But anyways, yeah, I'm in Jackson's place. I guess he's been using one of the bikes that I fixed up for Amanda. And the tires are all feeling good on air, so that's nice that the inner tubes are working out. Yeah, Jackson, he doesn't have many plants, so it was pretty quick to just water these. And yeah, they all looked like they were doing alright, so hopefully they keep looking alright. And I try not to snoop too much, but I do look at stuff if it's just out. So I was like, hey, he's got one of River's drawings. I guess this is a Harry Potter newspaper thing or something, I think. Kind of reminds me of something from the movies, which makes sense. But yeah, heading out, and I'm going down to Amanda's. That's right. I guess if you don't know, Amanda is actually in British Columbia with Jackson. So I'm also going to go and water her plants as I'm going down Sherbourne, looking at some of the new buildings. None of these were here when I first moved to Toronto. There used to be a gas station on the left there, and now it looks like they pretty much finished that tower. This big block. There used to be a Sobeys and I think a car dealership or something. I don't really remember that well. And yeah, I don't know. Just neat. Things be changing. I like the condos. They're, lots of people living in one space. It's good for the bike delivery business. Having lots of customers in one spot. Anyways, doing my some watering of Amanda's plants. Amanda's got a lot of plants, so it's actually kind of annoying to water them. And yeah, I guess they need some Miracle Grow nutrients stuff mixed in with the water. And yeah, that one actually felt a little bit wet, so I didn't give it much water. So just kind of going around. And I got some chicken nuggets in the oven, so I figured I'd click around on the Switch. And I updated Pokemon Snap. I guess they've been updating the other ones, because that was the only one that needed an update. That was something I noticed, is that a lot of their games seems like, I guess they didn't have it connected to the internet for a long time. But yeah, also checked the bathroom, and there was a Pothos in here, which I think is real. Kind of surprised at how well it's doing, even though it seemed like it had probably a week of no light. I don't know. Anyways, once that was all taken care of, I'm heading out again, and I'm gonna go through Oakwayman, Medicine Island. Some weird concrete construction stuff going on over there. But yeah, there's a new section of the island that is not open just yet. It's supposed to open at the end of the month, but it doesn't look very close to opening. I guess everything's gonna come together in the last month, maybe. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't open it as well. But who knows? Maybe the part that's opening like surrounds that construction looking zone. Yeah. Over here, the dock for the water taxi and the east-west water ferry. It's kind of neat. Maybe I'll actually ride that ferry at some point, but I don't know. Maybe I just never will. It's along a popular bike route, so I'd just bike it instead. Yeah, a lot of traffic on this new Cherry Street. I guess maybe people are going to Cherry Beach or Polson Pier or whatever. I don't know. I went down here so I could go through the south side of Bidasagay Park. Yeah, this side is more trail focused, it seems. Definitely a nice bike ride, going up and down, going through some curves, and it's just not very busy over here too. Whereas the other part has the parks and stuff, and I'm sure plenty of people over there. So yeah, just going under Commissioner Street here, and I went up to a new road that I was surprised to see. I didn't know that this existed, but this is Don Road, which will connect to the Don Valley Parkway to Commissioner Street. And it's got a nice separated bike lane that will hopefully connect to the Lower Don Trail. And you can also go east from here along the south side of Lakeshore. And there's a decent section of bike lanes here. Now, I don't know what the current status of all the construction stuff going on, but there should be another bike track along the north side of Lakeshore. But they started doing a bunch of crazy stuff, so I don't know how complete that is right now. But the south side, it went until Carla, I believe, which is better than it used to. If I look at Google Maps, a lot of this cycle path did not exist. But yeah, once you get to Carla, it's just a sidewalk, which I guess you could ride on if you like, don't care. But I'm just going to cross over to the north side, and this is like the old bike trail that used to connect to the Lower Don Trail, but with all the stuff going on, they changed it. I don't know. But anyways, I went up through Monarch Park, going over to hang out with Adam and Bento. Pretty nice to cool down a bit. And see Bento. What a cute dog. Chewing on a stick. It's still pretty hot out here. Yeah, we ate some hot dog and salad. And I walked with Adam for a bit. We went to this convenience store to get some milk, but they didn't have any milk that was not close to expiring, so milkless. Oh well. And yeah, now I'm headed over to Alex's old apartment. I don't know if I mentioned it, but Alex has moved. Only a couple blocks away. So, not a big change, but he's still got a few things in his place that he wants me to clear out. He gave his notice a while ago, and they're gonna start showing the place, so he wants it, I guess, good for that. Now, he didn't give anyone a spare set of his fob, so I kind of had to follow in someone as they were leaving. But that did work out. Luckily, Adam and Don had the spare key, so I got in. And yeah, gonna tidy up. He doesn't have much stuff left. Some cardboard, some old clothes. Mixed in with the cardboard is a birth certificate or something. So I did look through it and make sure I wasn't throwing out anything bad. And yeah, found my needle nose pliers that I guess I left here a year ago. And yeah, really glad that I brought my fan, because it is hot as balls in here. Once I had everything more or less organized and stuff that he should keep and bring to the new place, I did do pretty decent cleaning up of things. Sweeping, scrubbing. you know, it didn't sound like he wanted it to be like perfect and ready to move out, but I'm like, Alex, you're getting the total clean out, man. You're gonna be able to come home and just move out. Oh yeah, I wanted to try the Spirited Away floor cleaning method, which it always looked fun in the movie, but in reality, like, I don't know, my lats or something feel weird now. So I just scrubbed the floor regular style. But yeah, you know, Alex, he's away in Ottawa right now. His dad is in hospice. He's spending lots of time with his mom. So I just want to take care of everything here for him. And I think it's good. This floor is all cleaned. All of his last left behind belongings have been organized. It's just stuff that's good and he should keep. Here's like the last things that I had to sort through. And his suit I put into the thing. Last bit of cardboard that I also forgot. Oops. And once that was all good and organized, I put that into the hallway. Gave this floor also a little wipe down. It's I think we're all good to go. He can come home and maybe I'll help him like carry the stuff over to his new place. It's close by. But yeah. Here's all the recycling. And yeah, I'm good to get on out of here, I think. The kitchen was pretty clean. Just wiped down the counter, and I guess he's already taken care of that probably. And bathtub looking as nice as I could get it. You know, there was a soap thing in the corner that was really couldn't get that off by just rubbing it with the sponge. But yeah, I did forget to wipe this, so you know I still had that sponge out. Give that a quick clearing. But with that was pretty much the last thing I cleaned, I think. Just bringing out all the stuff out. Again, I don't have the fob, right? So I had to prop open a door, and then I went across the street and put my bike battery back in the frame. You know, make sure nobody steals my bike, kind of thing. And the recycling situation is not great here. Like, they only have 3 big bins for probably like 12 units. I think there's like 6 units at my place, and we have 3 big recycling bins, so I don't know, it's just crazy. But yeah. And the last bag, he's got half a bag of donatable stuff that I just put into this clothing donation thing. Hopefully it goes to something, I don't know. Apparently sometimes I just rip everything up and use it for like insulation of a house or something, I don't know. But yeah, went back to Adam and Bento's place, hung out with them for a bit. We went over to Subway and grabbed a sub. You know, it's not keto, but like I was tired. And sometimes Subway just hits, you know. But yeah, that was some good hanging out. Now I'm heading home. All in all, pretty good Canada Day. I know it's not big celebrations, but sometimes it's like, well, I guess I just do what I want every day. So it feeling like a day off is like whatever to me. I just do whatever I want every day. But yeah, on my way home I did stop and look at some street junk. That's right, guys. I can't help myself. I see some street junk, I want to look at it. Although sometimes it's really junk. Sometimes it's a cast iron fireplace. It looked a little bit broken. I guess you'd have to put that door back on, which I don't know how easy or hard that would be, but I imagine the scrap metal guys will come and take this. I guess. Is there still decent money in scrap metal collecting? I imagine so, right? But yeah, here's a weird ironing table. I don't know what all this stuff is going on with it, but that's just one of those weird things to see. But yeah, that's more or less it, guys. All in all, pretty good day. Just taking care of business. And yeah, kind of a long lingering shot of me biking home there. The Venus flytrap, still looking good. Still feeling pretty wet too, so that's nice. Later.